My name is M. Adams. I am an organizer with Freedom Inc. I'm also the child of someone who's been incarcerated. I'm 32, who's been incarcerated 29 years. I've had also many members in my family be incarcerated, and I'm also the survivor of several forms of violence. So I know very intimately the harm of when someone is removed, and I also know very intimately when you've been harmed and when you're seeking a solution. And I can tell you jail doesn't help in any one of those. So some people around the jail here in Dane County have tried to complicate what's happening. It's really as simple as this. You are either for investing in improving the livelihood of black people by investing in life-saving services like housing, or you're going to vote against that and put black people in cages. This perhaps will be one of the most defining decisions you all will make. And I'm saying this because many of you probably see yourselves aligned with improving Madison's black community. Many of you probably see yourselves as appalled or frustrated by the racial disparities here. But what I can tell you, any work that you're doing outside of here is a drop in a bucket to this decision. I don't care how many community meetings you attend. I don't care how many black friends you have, how many community gatherings you've hosted or that you're going to attend. If you vote $75 million to put into a jail, you are voting $75 million for black people in cages, right? It's really that simple, right? When people are locked up, when people's families are being ripped apart, when social service organizations are fighting for very little funding that exists, nobody's going to say, oh, well, you know, I bet those people who made this decision was really nice. Nobody's going to be locked up and say, I feel cared for because they got new paint in here. They care for me because they, instead of having some bars, they put a concrete door. Nobody's going to say, oh, I was suicidal when they had bars, but I'm not suicidal now that there's a concrete door that doesn't allow any lighting in. None of the things that you propose none of the spending in jail is going to fix the things that you say you care about, right? If you honestly care about building the black community, then vote for things that invest in and build up black people. Jails do not do this. This is the same backwards decision that has been made around the country that has made us the worst country in the world around racial disparities and has landed Madison, something that you all care very much about, one of the worst racial disparities, has one of the highest racial disparities as it relates to mass incarceration in the country and therefore in the world, right? And this is not, and a lot of people often say, I don't know what to do about racism. I don't know what to do about institutional racism. You all are actually in a unique position. You can single-handedly make a decision to do something very decisive against institutional racism.